It's the rundown. First post all football, NFL, college rundown. I'm going to say September 8th. 9th.
That was close enough.
Thank you. Brought to you by Simply Safe. According to studies, you know what? According to what I watched the rundown, that should be there because then I could do the reads like this instead of this way. According to studies, just 10% of breakdowns are planned beforehand. Most are random. Simply Safe protects every door, window, and room. 24/7 professional monitoring. There are no contracts, hidden fees, or fine print. Prices are fair, honest, round-the-clock monitoring. For just $15 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/rundown for free shipping, a 60-day risk-free trial. Simplysafe.com/rundown. Boys, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It is year, 30 of this, where the Bears.
Wait, hold on. The Bears played so long ago. That doesn't count.
It still kind of.
It doesn't count. No, that doesn't count.
We can't be looping the Bears into this.
That was so long ago.
Jets blew what was it, 16-0 lead. They're trash. I feel bad because my friend is the GM, so I'm trying not to be like they're trash. Can't hold him responsible. And then the Patriots, they will go to the Super Bowl and probably win the Super Bowl. I had a funny exchange with Dan yesterday.
Oh, yeah, in the hallway.
In halftime of the game, I'm like, Patriots going to win the Super Bowl. He looked at me, paused for 3 seconds, and he just goes, you think?
Yeah, like Dave thought he was saying something big. I was like, yeah, we know, asshole.
To me, it's
they
like,
may go
will
undefeated.
It be undefeated? Yeah,
they may go undefeated.
Like that's all I have
they
left.
Look great
is
on
if they
every
lose in
side
like
of
week
the ball.
6, I'll celebrate it like it's the Super Bowl.
I mean, Chiefs are good.
Mike Tomlin. I mean, you can't be emasculated more than kicking a field goal down 3 scores to cut it to 3 scores.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Willie. Willie, go home, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here, Willie. Get out of here. Take your field goals from the 1-yard line. It's disgusting. You're disgusting. Oh, man. You're kicking field goals, Willie, from the 1. You're like, what do you think's going to happen? That's going to happen. That was insane.
That is the most I am owned by this team. And I know the Steelers lost to the Patriots or beat the Patriots last year, but kicking a field goal down 3 scores to cut it to 3 scores.
I may add that when they did beat us, or in the regular season, the Steelers tried to immortalize the interception in the end zone as the play or the
I just can't believe
once
Mike Tomlin.
Proud franchise.
Oh.
Once proud. I hate to say it, but I mean they're a disgrace.
That was bad. That was bad.
What's even the fucking point of watching anymore?
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's weird because I love college football, and the biggest knock on college football is always Clemson and Alabama. Isn't that even more so in the NFL now?
Well, it's
Clemson
it's
might.
Not even. It's just
Clemson, Alabama might not. LSU looks pretty good. I don't know. There could be another team.
We were talking about it, and we'll have a full season to talk about it, but the fact that Tom Brady is probably going to have more Super Bowls himself than every other franchise is insane in the history of the football. As far as you guys go, there's certain teams. I honestly didn't care if the Patriots won yesterday because I know they're very good and they're going to be there. That was a must-win for the Jets.
I mean, I don't want to overreact after week 1, but it's against the Bills in the way that game was unfolding. To lose that game is fucking crippled.
It was second year for both quarterbacks.
Yes. Who's going to take the step forward?
Who's going to be the plucky underdog?
Must win.
And the way Darnold played was not inspiring. To blow a lead, the kicker
Bill's
being a
defense
problem.
Is very good.
It is, but it's
Bill's defense
is
very good.
Very funny New York Post headline already. I forget the numbers. 134 days till pitchers and catchers report.
Did you see Eli when he got on that 4th down scramble when he got out in space and he was all out of moves, Dave. He was like you. He thought he had a juke and his body just shut down. You know what play I'm talking about.
I don't remember exactly.
that was tough.
It was hilarious seeing him out in space.
You came out of the gates kind of strong, and Giants fans got real cocky. He's got an offensive line. Here we go.
It really was my God, they're going to do it. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. But I'll always have those 6 minutes and 52 seconds.
I will say, though, as bad as it was for the Jets, as bad as it was for the Giants, the worst day had to be for the Browns fans. Because Browns fans lived on Pluto.
Yeah.
They were looking.
And they're pretending they didn't. That's the worst part.
Listen, when I was calling up, being like, hey, Miami, it's Dave again. I need my hotel for the Super Bowl. Like, sorry, it's been reserved by all of Cleveland. It's like, what? Like, you got Browns fans? Like, that's how crazy they are.
Yeah, that was
Welcome to Odell wearing that. That watch sums up. Like,
I mean,
it doesn't affect him on the field, but, like, just be quiet.
Careful, Dave.
What?
You now got Antonio Brown. You got.
He'll be wearing a fucking chain.
Antonio Brown is here to win.
Okay.
He came to New England to win.
Okay.
You know, I think he's gonna fall in line. You think he'll be?
He's 100% gonna fall in line.
Dave.
And you.
Go ahead. You know, I was gonna put in a tickler file for gambling purposes. Mike Vrabel is that guy that if he is doubted.
I love Vrabel.
He is now that guy that every time someone doubts the Titans, they'll lose to a shitty team, and you'll be like, this Titans team sucks. But if they have to play a good team and everyone's like, the Titans have no chance.
They had the classic Denny Green quote. He's like,
we ain't worried about it. I'm going to tell you again, man. They were who we thought they were. Y'all can crown them if you want to crown them. Still got to play football.
The Browns are who we thought we were. Yeah. You guys want to crown. I also love that guy got kicked out for, like, kicking the guy of Vrabel's reaction on the sideline.
Yeah.
No, good. But that's it. Vrabel's like a Patriot. He'll always be a Patriot. Those are the teams you go in. Listen, you just don't, and I know what you're saying, watch out that the Patriots have this established dominance. And by the way, if he doesn't fall in line, AB, he'll be gone. So I think he is. I think he knows he has to be.
I think he'll be silent.
Yeah. So
because I also like if the Patriots cut him, then where does he go?
Right. Well,
I mean, like,
and even games like last night, it's like, guess what? We're real fucking good with or without you.
Do you buy the conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
I do too.
That we orchestrated the whole thing. Why do you think I said he was the worst human? You think I'm not on the inside?
Oh, shut up.
You think I'm not on the inside?
I don't think he was going since Pittsburgh, but I think once he was in
everything
Oakland,
done,
it was going to shit.
Did you see
Kevin is like everything he did in Oakland felt like when you look back at it, it's
but
like,
I don't know if it started back in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
I
when
agree
he got traded to Oakland, he essentially said,
"I'm trying to get.
I'm going to make this as miserable as possible for Oakland."
And it took a while.
It took a long time.
I mean, he had to come up with some crazy shit to get it done.
John Gruden gave him a billion chances.
Yeah. Did you see Big Ben's reaction when they're like, "What do you think of AB going to the Pats?" Like, whatever.
Ben, your thoughts on Antonio Brown joining these guys now?
Whatever.
That's somebody who
his face is getting fatter by the second. Too.
So fat.
Oh my God.
I can't believe he hasn't called it a day yet. I mean, what the fuck?
It's sad. We have to mention also Stephen Che's Bucks. Jameis Winston.
Horrible.
Terrible.
That guy. Stephen Che has robbed us, too, because he's so delusional. He is – Pete actually – All Business Pete said it perfectly. I was talking to him this morning. He said the problem with Stephen Che is he will think the Bucs will make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl until the day they are mathematically
he did that last year.
Mathematically eliminated. And then the day they're mathematically eliminated, he'll be like, draft pick, we're looking good. Like, I got the scout – I've scouted the draft. I think the Bucs are going to get some impact players. We'll be back.
I'm kind of jealous of that mindset.
It's crazy though, but his brain isn't wired correctly.
It's truly insane, but I mean, I don't know.
He even said someone was like, Stephen Che, the Bucs stink and they always stink. He's like, yeah, but it's gonna make it that much sweeter when we're back on top.
He said that.
What?
He said that last year. Question for you two.
It's crazy.
We've been doing this. I don't know how long the rundown and the Patriots.
That's why this is stupid. We shouldn't even do it anymore.
I had that one day last year. Remember? When you guys both lost and I won.
Only day in rundown history.
Obviously, Brady's up there with the greatest of all time in anything, really. Are you guys at the appreciation level? Like, now you don't hate him, you appreciate it?
I mean, I've always thought he's the best ever.
I hate
but there gets a level, like the end of a Jordan's career. It's like you watch somebody and you're like, this, I now know, maybe with him, time is not a factor.
I think that's the problem.
That you don't
If you told me that this was the last year, I think I would have appreciated it a little bit.
Because this is like...
But he's going to keep doing it.
He and the Patriots, the likes of which, this will never ever, this reign of terror.
I think if I was like you, maybe, I mean, he's been directly ruining my life.
Yeah, that's true.
If I was in the NFC or whatever, maybe I
Right, and the Bears have never been...
It's not like he's lost.
The only time the Bears were really good was actually when Brady kind of had that
lull,
that middle lull of his career.
With the exception though of the Rex Ryan when the Jets beat the Patriots and Rex just talking, You guys haven't like threatened us.
No,
like, you guys are more a joke. You're more like a village idiot.
Yeah, but they keep.
Yeah, it's just, but you're just in my division.
Right,
you're winning my division.
Right,
but
but
it's not like
I would appreciate it and be like, you know what?
Well, I appreciate.
You want us to?
I can appreciate.
What are you looking for right now?
You're saying appreciate and not hate anymore.
Yeah,
no.
I think I'm looking for.
This is bullshit. It's not enough. You don't have enough, Dave. Now you need us to be like,
how much further
good
can I
job,
bend the knee?
Dave.
How much further? How many more rings can I kiss? Now I have to do the appreciation tour too.
Yeah, like I think it should be
off.
like pro Brady almost wherever everyone roots for them.
You're the worst.
It'll never happen, by the way. Like I know what you're saying with Jordan, where everybody just kind of liked Jordan.
No.
The Patriots have always been more like of a villain.
But then I at some point,
Belichick.
At some point you come on to the other side. It's like I'm lucky to be alive during this.
Fuck off with that shit. It's the worst. Being alive for this has been the worst.
I appreciate Belichick.
I just want it to end.
Okay.
Because Belichick that's.
No, I appreciate
don't know
Brady
how he
too.
does.
I mean,
yeah,
he's actually exactly what I would want, but I'm not gonna ever not hate him.
That's not a big statement. Who would want him? I mean, this is
But even the way he does
crazy,
it,
and Feidelberg's caught heat.
Persona and
Feidelberg's caught heat for this. I've caught heat for it a little more. Feidelberg probably, but it really. Like, I didn't have one heartbeat. AB makes it interesting to see how he fits in. But you look at him, it's like, it's the same thing. They're just this ruthless, like, where you just slowly beat teams into dust. It's unbelievable.
I said it last year, and I think even the year prior, but now it's truly getting stupid. Like, I can't believe we're just still doing this. You're saying,
same exact thing.
You're doing the same videos. You're saying the same thing. We're doing the same rundown. It's fucking Groundhog's Day, and I just want it to end.
Like you said, it is. It's Clemson, Alabama.
Find a new bit, Dave.
Find a new bit.
That's what we got to start hammering. Like, bro, been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's lame.
College recap.
Oh, by the way, I know what you're saying about the Browns having the worst weekend because they had expectations. But, I mean, the Dolphins, it was just... That was one of the worst
I'd much rather be a Dolphins fan.
Because I know they knew what they were getting into.
But their whole team wants to be traded.
I'd rather that.
When you call them agents right away, like get me the fuck out of here, and RG3's running wild on you, and it's 52-10 on opening week.
I'd honestly rather that than the Browns had hope. There's nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, now it's loser leaves town. By the way, it's Browns at Jets on Monday Night Football.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you're right. Yeah, I bet the Jets win that. But that's Batman, right? Bane, hope. It's like you give hope, and then the Browns were just wildly deluded. Browns fans are great fans, but
because the Dolphins are in the middle. Like this is day one, step one of rebuild.
Right, tank and rebuild. Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
this is what's supposed to happen. It's actually
the
what
Browns
you want to
are literally
happen,
at the end of the rebuild.
There's no.
I asked Brandon Walker if he wanted to put the game on here. He said, "Nope, absolutely not." It's like, why would you want to watch it?
History of the NFL that has won by creating a circus, which is exactly what the Browns have created there.
The watch is
18
unbelievable.
penalties for 180 yards.
College recap. So, my number one team in the country, Michigan, they had a scare, but they won. And as far as I know, that's all that matters. So, congratulations to Michigan. They were a big win. Texas, LSU, wildly entertaining game.
Awesome game.
We had a miracle comeback in the gambling world. Speaking of gambling, points bet. New Jersey, before you can deposit, bettors can deposit $50, get 100 in bonus bets when you sign up with code Barstool. That's what we're using, points bet. This weekend, someone turned $30K points bet wager on the Ravens into $600,000. Must be in New Jersey and 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. So that 30 grand bet that they turned to 600.
It just kept on going.
So every point that you do the spread, you win 30. So they must have like.
There's a lightning bet. Yeah.
Right. It's a lightning bet. They must have like $1 million that person in their account.
Jesus, that's awesome.
That's got to be the funnest game that anybody's ever watched ever.
That must be a wildly funded account.
But it also must be the greatest Sunday of all time.
Totally.
Every day, like another one. They did a fake punt up 30.
That was insane. You know what I thought about that? Brian Flores. Harbaugh fucking hates the Patriots.
Well, also, okay, so this is going to be a side tangent, but we had the Rubik's Cube champion for Barstool Gold on the show, and we got linked to him through Willie, through Ryan Fitzpatrick, to the Rubik's Cube champion. Because Ryan Fitzpatrick loves doing Rubik's Cubes with him.
Naturally.
And so he's like boys with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he mentioned it. He's like, I think the Ravens didn't want to give the ball back to Fitzpatrick. And I was like,
yeah.
That's it. Is that real? What you just said? Like, you just said that?
I would put the Brian Flores above, like, I can't beat the Patriots, but I can
So you're saying the Ravens weren't scared of Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Hey, did you know he played for 8 teams?
Throwing a pick and a touchdown for 8 teams.
And then we were at Clemson. I think I've been there. I will say Clemson very good. Fan base is like hard to get up. They know they're going to win. The Howard's Rock. It's Howard's Rock, right?
Yeah.
Does Maryland have a rock too?
I think Maryland is the rock. Maybe not.
Anyways, Howard's Rock, that's just overrated. Clemson,
it's a little too small.
Clemson people acting like that's the greatest tradition. You can't really have a major entrance tradition in college football without a fight song to go with it.
And I was a little Dabo kind of stole the shine.
You think?
I mean,
he
it's not
out
about
by
you,
himself,
bro.
By himself.
And then keep sprinting.
But it is like kind of his show.
I was going to say, when I think of Clemson, I think of him. Like,
but it still is like,
he runs out.
What are you doing?
He runs out.
Like you
totally
expect,
by
you know, the
himself.
team and everything. I don't know. It's cool when a coach walks out and the team runs past them.
I agree
That's a
with that.
badass
No,
look.
he had them on hold till he was like at midfield.
Kevin, I actually took a video. Because it was so shocking to watch as they're running down, and Dabo was literally
like halfway down the field,
all on his own, sprinting as hard as he possibly could into the middle of the field. Look, I zoomed in. He's just running by himself.
He's like 40 yards ahead of everybody.
Everyone's there to see Dabo.
The people in my suite were like, wait till they see Dabo. Wait till they see Dabo. They were excited.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he's the guy.
And I mean, listen, it'll be him for the next 20 years.
I will say, the people in my suite also didn't get. So the end of the Michigan game was happening right at that moment. And they're like, they were almost like grabbing me, like, you got to come watch the Rock. It's like, I'm in fucking overtime with Army.
Had you lost that game, would you have just done your like, I'm a Patriots fan? Or
no, he would have. You know what he did?
Service Academies.
Yes. Yep. They were asking me that in the suite when we were watching the game. They're like, "What does Dave do?" I was like, "This is the easiest spin ever
for America.
He supports the troops. He loves the troops. America over Michigan.
100%.
It would have been the easiest spin ever. I was actually rooting for Michigan just so Dave didn't get the easy squirm out.
Yeah, and I'm like, actually, my number 2 team is Army. I'm an Army guy. I have the code. I root for Army. I led Army past Navy.
Wisconsin is going to murder Michigan.
Let me tell you, somebody just sent me the Michigan. Can you pull up a tweet, my tweet, just my latest? Read their schedule. I thought that Michigan has a guaranteed 7 to 8 wins out of these games. Tommy, read who they have this year. Someone.
At Wisconsin versus Iowa, at Penn State versus Notre Dame, at Maryland versus Michigan State versus Ohio State.
I feel 7 wins there for Michigan, maybe 8.
So you're now don't do this. Don't you fucking do this.
Wait, what?
I know what you're doing. We're about to go to Madison in 2 weeks for the college football show. You have been saying all year that Michigan's in the playoffs, and now you're saying 7 wins? Get the fuck out of here.
Out of that, those games.
Don't do that.
There's only 7 games.
No,
I said we're going to win them all.
Listed.
You can't do that.
There's 7 games listed. I said we're going to win them all. We're going to beat Wisconsin. We're the number 1 team in the country.
Wait.
I read off 7 games. Dave's tweet is, I see 7 wins here, maybe 8.
I thought you were saying 7 for the whole season.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think we beat them all.
Oh, you just skipped 3 games.
That's what the tweet
is. You think you're in my head? No, I think we're gonna beat Wisconsin.
You guys are going to win every game?
We look past Army.
Are you going to win every game?
Yeah.
You going undefeated?
Number 1 team in the country for a reason.
You look
smart.
Bad.
Stupid fucking
Shea Patterson stinks.
Shea Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and you didn't have me totally pegged because I actually was throwing around 2 possible scenarios if they lost. One was filing a protest.
Yeah, because that touchdown was bullshit. I agree.
So, don't have me totally figured out. Well, we already talked AB. He liked by the way, my emergency press conference on Instagram. That was nice. Part of the family.
Starting to ingratiate himself already. Fucking asshole.
Would you say worst human being ever?
Dan, read the headlines. We're purposely trying to get him out of Oakland. Listen, I've already said this. I don't even know I'm allowed to say it. Who's the first person who called me after the deal? Jonathan Kraft. On the way back, he called me up. He goes, you see, we got AB. I saw a press conference. All we want is A-plus guys with talent who work hard and know how to win and want a Super Bowl. This guy is part of the family. Part of the family. Antonio Brown, great player, better human. Let's go. We did it, Dave. We got him out of there. I said, absolutely.
Mission
accomplished.
accomplished.
Colluding. So you just admitted that Jonathan Kraft tampered.
No, how's that me tampered?
Because he said, we got him out of there.
So
yeah,
me.
Jonathan Kraft said
I don't get checks. Me. We.
He's talking about
they look at me as part of the
Kraft's
team.
tampered.
They look at me as part of the
Crafts.
Right, you and the Crafts.
I do have a good in my heart.
But the Crafts, you would imply also the Crafts were tampered.
Patriot fans are a we. We are family.
What's the 3?
I'm eating the W.
Gangs.
4-12 since he ate the W. Jameis.
Yeah.
Oh.
On a serious note, Philly fans. I feel like I've kind of become a Philly fan by association with Bryce Harper and Kevin Hayes.
Osmosis.
Yeah. What is an honorary degree, whatever. So it pains me to see what we had going on here in Philadelphia and the bad rap we're getting. And I know Philly fans, I've heard Smitty say, oh, everyone always gives us a bad rap.
Right.
We threw batteries and snowballs at Santa. We broke the Redskins mascot's leg in the parking lot. A girl intentionally, a man intentionally threw up on an 11-year-old girl walking out of Philly's game.
Rest in peace. That guy's
Yeah,
dead.
rest in peace.
There's a lot of things. It's like, oh, it can happen anywhere. This is another one of those cases. You're just in the parking lot. You have a Philadelphia 76ers fan who's from the D.C. area wearing a Redskins, and you attack him savagely and try to kill him.
That's a fight you're not going to win, Holmes. That's a fight you're not going to win.
Muhammad, watch it. Muhammad.
That can happen anywhere.
This is the death of. I remember Mo used to do this all the time too. Like he would always point out the other violent stories and shit to try to back. Yeah. That's it. It's done. Philly fans are the biggest scumbags. They're the most violent scumbags. They're the worst fan base, and this is it. It's
Kevin.
The end of that. The end of that narrative that it happens to other teams too.
Kevin.
We need Smitty.
He's probably in the Twitch room. Oh, it just feels bad to get a bad rap. Things happen at stadiums. How you wore a Redskins shirt, deserves to get beat up.
Was there?
You didn't know he's a Sixer.
Hank told me there was a casket in the video, in the view. Someone brought their
Sean Taylor.
Oh wait, that was a Sean Taylor casket?
I thought so. I thought that's what I saw. It was like making fun of Sean Taylor.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
what I mean. I just saw like a tweet.
What?
Picture.
That's the first
Was
city
that not
that's
it,
brought
YP?
a Sean Taylor casket to a tailgate.
Yikes.
Are you shaking your head like that wasn't it? I might be spreading misinformation, but I thought I saw something about Sean Taylor casket.
I thought I was on.
Or like his jersey was on.
There he is, running in like a reliever. I like it.
Is it a conversation?
Kevin said that you guys are
I'm trying to defend us fans that you could just beat up one of your own athletes anywhere.
Well, first of all, Mr. Caption, thank you very much.
Mr. Caption?
Mr. Caption. That was the title of your blog yesterday.
Mr. Caption?
As the caption.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yes, that was very
good. That was a quick fix.
But
I'm on your side.
No, I appreciate it. We welcome any sort of benevolent leaders who want to come and join the ranks of Philadelphia fans.
It can happen in any city.
As if I were a Boston fan, I might feel slighted that you're two-timing a city, but that's between you and Boston fans.
Listen, much love for both.
Just making sure.
So
making sure. I'm
that
fine
happened,
with
then Kevin said
no,
that
it's
you
not.
guys are definitively the scummiest
oh yeah,
fans ever.
after this Mike Scott thing, enough with the whole like other teams are like this too. You guys are the biggest scumbags.
No, it can happen anywhere.
You're the biggest. Just embrace
First
it.
of all, it can happen anywhere, but I do not agree. I do not agree with what happened here.
Well, but apparently this was not it was not a Sean Taylor jersey.
Okay, because then I asked about the casket.
That's right. I
it was
thought
a T-shirt that said "Party like it's 1991," so they were making fun of the
But
title drought.
I also heard that they also did have a Sean Taylor.
Now that's just fucking deplorable.
I thought that was
deplorable.
Yes.
Yeah, listen,
they bring a coffin. They bring a coffin
to
every game, and they bring some sort of jersey. Usually it's like Tony Romo for the Cowboys.
Right.
I like that. That's a great tailgating touch.
Yeah.
A little aggressive, but.
Well, actually, you know what? Knowing that those people bring a coffin to every single game and use a different jersey, it actually wasn't aggressive because I guarantee you they brought the Sean Taylor jersey like 2 months after he was killed.
Yeah.
You know that. Like it's at this point it's like whatever. They definitely brought it very
at
quickly
some point.
after.
Yeah.
I do not condone going after anybody physically in another jersey. I do not condone going after one of your own Philadelphia
players.
representatives, let alone a fan favorite in Mike Scott. And I definitely don't condone going after a professional athlete that's 6'7" plus, thinking you can fist fight him. I mean, you saw the one guy got Don Zimmer to the ground.
We don't condone it, but I think, Smitty, you and I can both agree when fans wear other jerseys on other stadiums, that can provoke fights. Maybe, maybe in a weird way, it's courage to go after the big guy.
The worst look is
you should,
no one realizing.
Yeah, maybe you should know that it's
someone should have been
Scott.
like, hey, it's Mike Scott.
That's a guy that we're supposed to be rooting for, not fighting. Best fans in the world, though.
Well,
should maybe know who it is.
Could happen.
I think they did know who it was.
And they,
to be honest,
so then that's even worse.
Which actually, I respect it if they're like, "Yo, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Like we love you.
Yeah,
for
you're
the
a Sixer,
Sixers,
but now you.
But dude, this is the NFL right now.
But it's definitely a bad look for all parties, and it's not the best look for Mike Scott.
Will you just wear it that you're the biggest scumbag fan base?
No.
Who's the biggest scumbag fan base?
New York.
I mean, look at you. You looked in the mirror?
Yeah, I mean, listen. Tell me all of the instances that you have like this.
Do you see what's going on in Buffalo every Sunday?
Well,
I mean, that's just endearing. That's endearing.
That's good old hearty fun. Yeah, listen, the day that someone in Buffalo is beating up like someone from their city or from their other, I mean, I don't know what other teams in Buffalo.
Let's just say, if we have a flaw, it's that we care too much. Like that's really it.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like guys wearing a Redskins shirt. We're overwhelmed. It's like this is Eagle territory, and we attack them.
We don't attack them. That is not condoned. We do not attack them. Verbally, maybe.
Verbally, you can say whatever you want.
Yes. Can you spit?
No, you cannot spit.
You
cannot
throw
throw
objects?
alcohol. You cannot say anything racial.
Can you throw
Everything
objects?
was allegedly done or said yesterday there. You cannot do anything like that.
No Jews.
No,
like
no,
Jews.
none of that. None of that. None
No
of that.
anti-Semitism.
No, it doesn't matter whether they're wearing a sign that says they have lupus or not. Like, it doesn't matter. You cannot do anything.
I'm on your side.
anything.
Good, well said,
Thank
Smitty. On the other side of the tailgate, the Dolphins, at least they just threw I mean, that's just looked like a strip club.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what you got to do. You got to turn that into, it's like you're not there
Why
for the
don't Ferg
game.
watch that video? I hadn't seen it yet. And he just goes, "This tailgate's getting me horny."
Yeah, no, I was a little.
I was like,
turned
what
on.
could it be?
Yeah,
I picked
no,
it.
it was
something.
So there's a Dolphin highlight. This was a crazy clip. WNBA game. I think it's Donna Del.
No, it's not.
Okay, never mind. But there's two WNBA players, and they're like talking to each other, and the ref kind of walks in between, and one of the girls like actually makes contact, but not because of the ref. Like she's trying to talk, the ref goes crazy. The face he makes, it tosses her. I haven't followed up on this. He must just be getting crucified.
Full toss, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to get fired. I
Yeah.
mean, in my mind, that's like.
Well, what do you do?
The way he looked. Forget about like the idea of ejecting her. The way he looks like shocked that someone touched him.
But you got to
like.
The first thing I thought of was this is what Joe West is talking
your tweet.
about when we have to take this
umpire appreciation.
Yeah, we have to take the pledge.
Remember when they wore the black bands?
Wore the white
and there was
band.
some major tragedy
There was a
going on.
big thing going on, and
Yeah.
it was like, Joe,
Yeah.
no one cares.
Yeah, it was maybe a natural disaster, earthquake, major shooting, and at the very time it happened, he had like umpire bands.
We
for
will
umpire.
respect umpires. So hey, if you let someone bump into you, then what are they gonna do next? What's to say?
Dave Dombrowski fired. This was surprising to me, and I haven't followed that close. I saw Carabas do one of my favorite hateful moves.
I was wondering if you saw.
Yeah, no, I hate when he does.
Yeah.
He has the information, but he won't say it.
What?
He's like,
he
major news coming to the Red Sox. That does us a lot of fucking good.
Yeah, he said
How about
that.
you break it?
He said it was good because then he had the facts and was able to. Oh, is he here? Yeah, he was saying.
And by the way, I'm surprised. I feel like if you win the World Series the year
You get a little
before,
bit of
At
praise.
least a year.
Yes, yes, very surprised. It's not like they're awful. It's not like the fried chicken.
Rocket.
Taking a sweet time.
Dave?
I think
You
look.
What are you doing?
You look like so bad.
I don't think you look bad. I just.
The red and the
Different.
black, it's like crazy. Those shoes are so bad. Anyways,
You couldn't pull this off. That's why you're mad.
you've said that before. I would never wear that, but
Because you couldn't pull it off. Anyways, what are you
you're
talking
not
about?
pulling it off. You have the information.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on not releasing it?
That's not what we do. We don't break news. We react to news.
But you have the news.
Yep.
Like I would definitely, unless it was told to me like strictly.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't even want to know.
Right. I didn't like tease anything about Dombrowski. I just said like, hey, some shit's going down tonight. So be ready for that.
You tease something.
Yeah. Just preparing fans like, hey, something's going down tonight.
There's not a party that would like to break that.
No.
Why?
Because when you break news, it's like people Like, people get upset about it, first
I
of all.
agree with this, actually.
Like, people get upset about you. They're like, how the fuck do you know? It's like, I don't want to be asked a million times. Like, I know. Just know that I know. And that's, like,
I
people.
also think if you hop in that world, you now have to decide if you are in that world or
right,
not.
and I'm not in that world. Like, I'm not a journalist.
Just be right. Like,
yeah,
you were right.
But
You knew it was a fact.
But when you break news, it's like people attack you for like, oh, who told you and this and that. It's like, okay. And then when people do tell you, I'm not putting those people at risk to like lose their jobs. Like, there's only so many people. Like, when it, like, if the Red Sox come out and say, oh, he was told at midnight, that's a fucking lie. Like, it was like the third inning when like that was going around.
So now in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah. Because here's my theory.
Why do you get fired? First of all, I disagree with everything you said. I would tell myself, tell me stuff that I can say or I don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't ask for shit. Like, that's the thing is, like, a journalist will poke around and ask. Like, if people like text me, hey, this is going on, like, I'm not asking for that. It's like, okay, thanks for telling me.
But you know it's fact. Your source is solid. Then you got to go. Anyways, I disagree totally on it. Anyways, why do they? I'm surprised.
Here's what I think happened. I think that they made the decision to not bring him back, and then he found out when he wasn't supposed to find out.
Why?
What do you mean?
Like, do you agree? Like, you don't think you get a grace period after winning the World Series last year?
No, because you're now in like a spot where it's like, okay, you hired Dombrowski to take a young core, supplement it with veteran talent, and then push that group to win a World Series, and he did that. But now you're in a phase where it's like, okay, you're coming up on 1 year left in Mookie. JD's gonna opt out, so you need a guy that's gonna like build back up the system that he depleted, and he's not like a system build back up guy.
Okay.
So he wasn't. He was the guy to win in 2018.
So what
he's not the
happens
guy
then?
to win the next one.
What if they're in the playoff? What if they're in the playoffs this year? He doesn't get fired, but then it's still the same reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to explore it in the offseason, but they're not going to make the playoffs, and they do have 1 year left in Mookie, and he's not going to sign an extension.
Are you saying last week I asked you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're probably
5.5
still
out.
in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, you fire the president, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Yeah.
A little bit nice to break it. Anyways, anything post show?
Oh, there was something.